Hey nail tubers, my choice today are press-ons, 3XL taper square because I think this shape will be perfect for this. Now I'm thinking the narrowness will keep them from looking too bulky. And the thumb always comes longer, right? And I didn't file away or cut the numbers, so I'm just taking off that little tip at the end. Everyone's doing Aqua nails, liquid nails, so I figured I'd give it a try too, and this is my first go at it. I was a little nervous, but not nervous, if you know what I mean. The intimidation with these is leaking, right? And for the ingredients, I came across this collection of glitters. This is going to be so odd for me because I seldomly use glitter, or have I even used it at all? I don't remember. Not that I don't like it, I just forget almost all the time. But I was drawn to these colors. So let me see. I'm thinking this coral color or maybe the orange. It looks like there's some gold reflection. Can you see it? So I took out some gold caviar beads too. I wanted to do these as press-ons because my hands are still flared up, and at least I'll be able to wear them when I'm ready. Base coat to create adhesion for stickers I'll use. I'm so hyped. I mean, it's the length, and for me to be trying to do seamless full cover float too. I've had these flames for a long time and found this sheet. It looks like it would go well with the glitter. Plus, I was feeling that baby blue. And for the most part, you'll see, I think, 2 nails since they're all going to be the same. Plus, I was most excited over the hack I came up with too. Now that I think about it, either or both of these glitters will go well. In the package, they almost look the same, but you can really see the difference now. What do you think? Aren't both colors in the flames? Ooh, beautiful. Top coat to seal the stickers. Now for the most part, a lot of hacks come about out of need. And what I mean is, like to make the technique easier, to cut down on time, so like shortcuts that work, right? For me, I had to come up with something of less exposure because of my hands. And also something easier to do because wearing gloves can add some awkwardness too. And I do apologize if you hear any background. It's my brother's turn to cook. And I didn't realize how muffled this really sounds. I'm so excited for some clear nails. And just so you know, I use the same exact nails, sized down by 1. Then I was looking at a set idea for bougie nails on a budget, and then something clicked. Why not try solid nail tips gel? I was remembering how firm it feels when I do the après dupe method. Now I couldn't think of how to explain what I did, and I also think that this is more of a visual thing to watch, but I will be chatting here and there to give you an idea. But I did want you to see this part. At first I was trying to roll the solid gel on the palette, but it was sticking too much. And I know you're probably wondering what I'm doing, but you'll see. I ended up having fun doing this hack with the solid nail tip gel. Yeah, see how much it was sticking? so I ended up not using the palette, and it actually was better. So as you can see, I rolled out a strip long enough for both sides of a nail. I picked it up using the base nail. So easy, and I didn't have to touch anything. Besides, it looked kind of cool, didn't it? But you really should wear gloves. Using a silicone tool and without pressing, I manipulated the gel to match the shape, leaving some space along the side. So the gel isn't cured yet. Only rest the outer tank nail on top of the gel. Never press anything down. And the gel strip now becomes a spacing lift. And now that I've done this, I feel like I've actually could have used the same size nail instead of sizing down. Look how much tank space. Oh, I can't wait to fill these. And there's no bulk, especially on the sides. But now the apex area needs to be filled in, and I'll also add more on the sides to ensure a good seal. But before I do that, here's another clip for you to see it again. I was going to place the nail, but had to shape the gel more for a better fit around the edges. Then I just lay the tank nail right on top. Continue to mold the gel gently, squeezing it at the sides, you know, like pinching. Check the view from the free edge to ensure the nail is positioned center, even though a couple of them did kind of shift. And I also wanted to show you what I did if I rolled out too much solid gel. It can be used to fill in if needed, or on the next nail. This was so much fun for me. The silicone tool is really helpful for this. And molding it with my fingers, I was able to feel if the surface was smooth, which also meant less fouling. So far, so good. I'm so pleased how they're turning out. And in case you were wondering about the extra length, the top nail is placed a little lower than the base nail, which allows room for creating an apex. And the excess length can be used as a feeding lip for whatever you're going to put inside. It'll get cut down later. I did a second strip for added reassurance, but more specifically to seal the top of the tank. Now it wasn't necessary to pick it up the same way since the focus is on top of the nail this time, then adding more on the sides as needed. It's kind of like encapsulating the edges with your fingers. I am really glad I came up with this. Really, you could even do this part without any tools. And here it is again. You should try this, and if you do, remember to tag me and mention where you saw this, and I'll be sure to share it as well. Now I didn't mention curing time because it's going to vary depending on the brand you use. But once you cure, there will be a very sticky inhibition layer, so it needs to be cleansed with alcohol. And come to think of it, next time I might remember to try swipe. Did run into one minor thing. So as I started filing the shape, I was still feeling that sticky layer rather strong. So for the rest of the nails, I scrubbed with alcohol and a brush, and that helped a lot. I really hope I remember swipe solution for the next time because I'm curious to see if it works better. Once dry, I did glossy top coat. You can hardly make out the flames, but the color is shining through and it's so cute. And now the true test to see if they'll leak or not. I laid paper towel, so we'll see if there's any leaks right away. Girl, I was holding my breath. You'll probably notice an oil spot under the pinky, but that was from when I missed the opening. If you could only hear me right now, I felt so proud. I mean, because this can be so challenging. And the fact I came up with this out of thin air too. But definitely no leaks. So I hear it's best to fill it instead of leaving airspace. I was too hyped, y'all, and you'll eventually see it turned out. They were overfilled when I didn't account for what would go inside. I was turned up too much. I wanted you to get a good view for the fill. Oh my gosh, look at that seamless look. I had no idea I would really achieve this. This was all guesswork for me. But look at that glitter falling like leaves. I could watch this all day. And did I say this was my first time? Now I didn't know how much to put in, hence the overflow of oil that you'll see soon. But you really need to see the caviar beads drop. Oh, that was too fast. Here's some playback. And another playback. And this is how they look. They were full. I cleaned them and tried to soak some oil out. Then I wiped with acetone. I also did primer too. Now remember I left that extended part of the nail for filling the glitter? Here's the other reason. In my mind, I wanted a cohesive front surface all the way to the free edge with no visible lip for the closure. So I laid acrylic behind it. Letting the acrylic dry was another chance to make sure there were no leaks. But I did realize I might have not done a good seal. I needed a smaller brush to get against that wall because I could feel with the larger brush I wasn't quite reaching it. So I found this synthetic gel brush. It's the perfect shape to get in there. Now the synthetic brush wasn't the best choice seeing that I was using acrylic here, but it is an extra throwaway that's been laying around. It was the perfect shape to get in there. Now, only one thing went wrong. Not only one thing, which I felt was important, went wrong. I was filing too close, and since it was so filled up, oil started leaking. But once I was done trimming it down, I went ahead and reinforced the acrylic seal. And for the other nails, I used Zulay's on point disc, and there were no leaks from those, but I still reinforced them anyway. I've really wanted to do these on myself, but I definitely plan to do more. My objectives were to achieve full cover float and a seamless look, which I feel I managed to accomplish both, and I'm so happy. Oh, and remember I said these glitter colors caught my eye? Well, that's because these are glow glitters. Yeah, I saved that surprise for last. I couldn't capture it very well, but you get the idea. And check out the full cover float and seamless look. I surprised myself. I think you'll also like how these unfinished nails turned out. Consider subscribing and click the notification bell. I truly appreciate you spending your time with me today and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.